This is 5 on your side at 6. Focused on you.
First tonight, it is a weather alert day. Heavy rain and strong winds expected overnight. Here's a live look at Market Street downtown from our Skycam. Lots of water on the roadways. And we're talking about a lot of rain. Thank you for being with us. I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Mike Bush. Scott Connell is here, our chief meteorologist in the Weather First Weather Center. And Scott, it's going to be a bumpy night.
It is going to be a bit of a noisy night for some of us, especially south and southeast of St. Louis. At this point, we've had the rain spread into the metro. It slowed the evening rush hour down exactly as we were expecting. And now that rain continues to push onto the north and northeast through the area. Winds will start to pick up as we head into the later part of the overnight hours into early tomorrow. That's the look from St. Charles right now. Traffic a lot slower on Interstate 70. Here's your Weather First Doppler radar. And again, the entire metro area looking at rain right now. Some of the heaviest, more moderate rain east and south of St. Louis, and that continues to lift to the northeast, really coming down as you head down Interstate 55, south of St. Genevieve, heading down towards Perryville, and that's spreading up towards Nashville, Illinois, and on up towards Sparta and through Chester. So it's this area down to our south that we're tracking. That is a surge of moisture coming in, and the storm system is just now developing. So we're going to stay in our weather alert through the overnight hours into the first part of tomorrow. Why? Well, it's an orange alert, which means inconvenience and some impacts, but not life-threatening. Widespread rain into the overnight hours. Many of us will see an inch or a little more. Some spots will get closer to 2 inches farther south and southeast of St. Louis. Downpours and some thunder possible. And then we pick up the winds heading into early tomorrow morning. Gusty winds will develop. They could gust to 50 miles per hour in some spots. More on all of this in a few minutes, Mike.
And you can get the Weather First forecast anytime. Just text the word weather to 314-425-5355.
Let's take a live look at Sacred Heart in Florissant. Just hours ago, the Archdiocese of St. Louis announced a plan that would radically reshape Catholic parishes across the area. The proposal is the latest step in the All Things New plan. It calls for consolidating 178 individual parishes into 88 pastorates. These are groups of parishes that would be served by a single priest. As part of this plan, some parishes will be left alone while others will be grouped together and merge their resources. It is still a draft proposal, but it will be the final draft before the Archbishop makes the ultimate decision. That will be in late May. 5 on your side's Laura Barczewski is learning more about this plan. She'll have a full report tonight at 10 o'clock. You can also find links to the proposal on our website, KSDK.com. Look for the story under the As Seen on TV section.
Today, St. Louis prosecutors charged a South St. Louis woman with 3 felonies after she was caught on camera harassing a family because of their Mexican descent. 5 on your side's Holden Kowicki spoke with members of the family as well as police and prosecutors today, and Holden is here with new details about the incident that has now gone viral.
Well, Mike, members of the Suarez family told me they have spent the past year living in fear for their lives, afraid to even go outside or go into their own home alone due to the continued threats and harassment. Despite the warrants that were issued today, questions still remain as to why it took so long to get this family help.
The signs in this South St. Louis neighborhood warn about children playing, but for one local family, there's a much bigger issue.
Illegals living here? Get out! You're a bunch of illegals. You don't belong on American property. Get out!
We don't know her from anywhere. She just randomly started going to the house.
Fatima Suarez says her family has been forced to call the police on the woman in this video, Judy Klein, multiple times over the past 12 months.
You're American. Get off my property. Did you have something to do with 9/11?
One time we approached her and she said that she was going to kill my family.
Suarez says her family caught Klein inside of their house, beating their door with a hammer and even stealing their mail.
And if you can get away with it because I'm American, it's my property.
She got close to me, like she was going to hurt me, and that's whenever my husband punched her in the face.
According to Captain Charles Wells, St. Louis police officers have responded to 4 incidents involving Klein at the home and even arrested her after this incident in January of 2022.
I'm coming back. You wait and see.
Klein was never charged.
The circuit attorney's office is the prosecuting authority, so it is ultimately their purview to decide whether or not to issue a case and to make a determination as to whether or not there is sufficient evidence to move forward with the case.
That changed Wednesday when, more than a year later, prosecuting attorney Kim Gardner's office charged Klein with 3 felonies: burglary, property damage, and unlawful use of a weapon.
I don't want her to, be in jail, but she needs help, because if she's, threatening my family, she can, do it to other families as well.
Though Klein has been charged, at this time she is not in police custody. A spokesperson for Kim Gardner's office told me that the video that we just showed you wasn't available to prosecutors until recently. Ann?
Tonight, St. Louis County bomb and arson investigators are trying to figure out how a deadly fire started in Limay. Police say an Uber driver called 911 to the home on Wachtel Avenue around 10 this morning. Firefighters found a man and woman dead inside. A dog was rescued. Neighbors say only an older woman lived in the home. They don't know who the man was, where the dog came from, or who called the Uber to the home.
Tonight, community leaders are excited about Emerson Electric's decision to keep a headquarters here in St. Louis. Last fall, the global automation company said it would be leaving its longtime home in Ferguson. The company has had roots here for more than 130 years. 5 on your side's Travis Cummings joins us to explain what this means for the area. Travis.
Well, Mike, Emerson's decision to stay in the St. Louis region is a big deal for a couple of reasons. One, it keeps that historical partnership for the many grassroots organizations Emerson has supported over the years. Then it shines a light on the idea that the Metro is ready for the growth that this company and others like it needs to thrive.
We've seen too many headlines in the years past where these kind of decisions went the wrong direction.
After a nationwide search to figure out where to put its new headquarters, Emerson Electric chose to continue calling the Gateway to the West home.
The St. Louis Metro can go head-to-head with any metro in the market.
The Fortune 500 company, which has had roots in Ferguson for more than 130 years, released a statement Wednesday saying, quote, "We are actively exploring locations in the area, and we are eager to work with business and civic leaders to bolster the strength of the St. Louis region." They manufacture products and provide engineering services for industrial, commercial, and consumer markets. Greater St. Louis Inc. CEO Jason Hall is glad to be recognized as an organized community committed to this company's future and growth.
They're seeing this region move on adding international air service. In fact, CEO Lau Carson-Bai was a major leader in helping us land that flight from Lufthansa.
St. Louis County Executive Sam Page said in part, quote, "Emerson has been a valuable community partner for more than a century, and their continued commitment to St. Louis County is welcome news." More than 1,300 people have held jobs there. Hall hopes for even more opportunities.
Making sure we're reducing barriers so that people have access to these next generation technology opportunities we're creating. We're leading differently, we're working differently, and we're getting different results.
The company has not said whether it'll move to the city or remain in the county, or even a timeline for its global headquarters. We'll keep you posted as the search across our region continues.